Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Tom.
I'm Elise.
And we're keeping you in the loop with the guitar community. That didn't seem right. It felt weird.
You know why it felt weird?
Because there's a girl.
Because I'm pretty sure it was right.
Was
Also
it?
because there's a girl, but
Okay, I guess I said it right. I don't know. I felt like I said I haven't been on the podcast for like a month.
this isn't a podcast. This is an hour-long voice note.
That's what it is. Yes, yeah. So if you don't know, so Tom is a Patreon supporter who's been a supporter of the show for a while now, and one of the things that Tom does that differentiates him from most listeners is he's in the chat room and he's very vocal and actually sends voice notes, and they highlight my day because usually they're full of information. And my dog is on my table. Han.
We used to not listen to him. You used to gripe about it, and then you started using him. And I got to look back. I think there was a 5 or 6 week period where I didn't do any voice notes, and if I did, it was a time when you weren't active and you didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't really. If I griped about him, I really didn't care. I just thought that was funny.
Well, no, I didn't think it was actual griping. It was just the pot stirring, as usual.
Sometimes I get bored. I just feel like bitching about something. Is that true?
Sometimes I get bored and stir the pot.
Elise, is that true? Do I sit around and bitch about stuff for no reason?
Well, let's see. You've had the police called on us twice on 2 date nights.
Well, no, they weren't called on us. They were called
because you couldn't leave stuff alone.
both times by no. Yeah. One of them I could have possibly saved someone's life.
Well, you did save someone's life the second time, but the first one, you straight up instigated that. Like,
Yeah.
in the Walmart parking lot, getting out of the car.
Yeah. Well, anywho.
You're about to find out why Walmart's prices are low.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, anywho. So yeah, we've got a girl on. All right, this is where
None of us know what to do.
Yeah, the music probably played at some point. I don't know what Scott's doing. Scott's not on this week. He's taking a break because he's earned it. But this episode is brought to you by Electromotive Sound Co. Go check out electromotivesound.com and buy a pedal. Get a clone.
Ask him to make a flanger.
Clone. Ask him to make a flanger. That's what you want so bad as a flanger, don't you? Did he make...
I at one point in time, I said I would. I asked him what his number was, how many he needed to commit to make a run, and I think Phil Carter was in for at least 1 or 2. He may have been in for multiples, and this was when business was a lot better for me. And I said I would pick up the rest. And
I'd buy a flanger.
Nothing ever happened.
A flanger.
Flanger, yes.
Gosh dang, flanger. Elise, that makes your guitar sound like a jet. Yes.
Oh.
So if you listen to Creed, it's all over that. They put the entire track through a flanger on what was it, on 1? I think it was.
I think so.
Yes, it was. It was 1. It was the kind of the bridge. They put the whole track through a flanger. She's just playing Monopoly Go. She's happy. All right. Also, because we've got a Patreon supporter on here, you can go to patreon.com /the effects loop, and you can be cool like Tom, and we might ask you to be on an episode if we like you. If we don't ask you to be on an episode, that doesn't mean we don't like you. It just means that there's a chance we don't like you.
Oh, so there's a chance you guys don't like me. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It depends on what day it is.
That's fair.
Okay, good.
There's also a chance that you don't get asked because Carter is the third co-host.
Listen, I made it a point not to ask Phil. I even tagged everyone but Phil. Well, I didn't tag Jason, but he's on a weird sleep schedule.
He has not been on an episode yet.
Jason? Yeah, he has.
When?
There was an episode where I think it was just me and Jason.
When? I don't know how I missed it.
I don't remember, man.
But I know there was one point in time Scott was talking about doing some kind of a metal / heavier music episode with him and I on it.
Yeah,
because we're the resident distortion freaks.
Yeah, anytime if it comes to Diesel, Mesa, or anything that I associate somewhat with Dream Theater for some reason, I just assume it's you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I think it's the Mesas.
Yes, I do have And why have the Ernie ball too?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I have another Ernie ball I'm waiting on.
Is it a Majesty?
Fuck no. Scott's gonna have to bleep that out, or
No,
I don't know.
we can say fuck and shit and poopy and whatever we want.
Okay,
listen, hold on, funny story. So we're driving home and the 4-year-old's in the back making up her own song, just going poop, pee, poop, pee, poop, pee, shit. That's what I heard. You know what? She stayed on topic. I'll give her that. I don't know if she forgot the word and got upset, or if she maybe was throwing in a bridge. Like, I don't know how the construction of the song is supposed to go, but she played it. She did it well.
But I don't have a Majesty because I maintain I am comfortable in my position as far as buying a bunch of gear and playing a bunch of shitty 4-chord punk rock music.
Yeah,
I enjoy it, and I've got a lot of stuff, and I don't really care how good I am. But the one thing I won't do is I can't own a JP2C and a Majesty and suck. That's where I draw the line.
Well, you know what? If I said that I couldn't own certain guitars because I sucked, I would never own those guitars, and I can't put that restraint on myself.
No, it's just that particular combination.
Okay. Because if I win the lottery, there will be signs, and that is that on Reverb, there will be a DG335 sold. Pelham Blue. Sold.
You'll have your own guitar shop at that point.
No, I will be somewhere in a room naked with a Pelham Blue GG335.
What amp?
What amp am I playing it? Oh, if I win the lottery, what amp? Or
you go to the store, you buy your DG330, your Dave Grohl guitar in Pelham Blue, because that's the only color to buy that guitar in.
That's true. Well, hold on. Foreshadowing in the episode. I wouldn't completely agree with that anymore. Anywho.
If it's a Dave Grohl, it has to be Pelham Blue.
All right, that one's okay. I got you.
Not that bullshit mauve or whatever the fuck color he has out right now. That's probably trying to sell an Epiphone model with.
Oh, the rose gold looking thing.
I didn't think it was rose gold.
I could. Kind of looks like
it's just like a sand.
Yeah, looks like a kiss from a rose.
Yeah, because he does have one of the editions was a gold top, but I think it's on the recent tour. Of course, I can't find any pictures of it.
Yeah. Well, anywho, we are not even close to staying on topic, and this episode is going to be forever long.
I'm just going to circle back to topic real quick, though.
Well, all right. Anywho, I don't know how we got on this, but let's do our what's new. Elise, this is the time where we share new things we've got in the past about week. I got you something, and Tom will be happy that I got it for you, actually. Here. What did I get you?
Oh, the pepper spray.
I got her pepper spray.
Nice.
See, I told you Tom would approve.
Now, did you show her some of the... I don't know if I sent you videos on pepper spray. I'll send you some videos on pepper spray. Okay. I got a couple really good resources that'll be pretty helpful.
I showed her how to use it for the most part, and
Have you guys ever been pepper sprayed?
I personally have not. I've been near someone. I know what it smells like, but I've never received pepper spray in my face.
I have not. I've gotten some overspray. I've been in a couple classes.
Yeah.
I'm technically a pepper spray instructor.
But you've never been pepper sprayed?
No, it's not a requirement. But I wore contacts at the time.
Hold on. So to be a pepper spray instructor, you don't have to get pepper sprayed at all.
It depends on who does the certification or what. There are certain law enforcement criteria where some places, I share the idea of you're going to carry a taser, you have to have been tased. If you're going to carry pepper spray, you have to have pepper sprayed.
No offense, Tom. If you're my instructor, I feel like you should have to start the instruction off with "I've never been pepper sprayed," and because that's like going to a tattoo parlor and the person about to like put ink on you does not have one tattoo on them. Like, I don't trust them.
What if they're a really good artist and they've got a tremendous body of work?
I mean, you could still have the knowledge on the topic
Tom,
without.
are you want me to look at your body of work?
How good of a boxer was Customato?
Who?
I think that's his name.
Is he some sort of boxing instructor?
Mike Tyson's boxing coach.
Those who can't teach, is that where you're going with this?
No. Some of the best teachers in the world, couldn't do.
I know, but you can get pepper sprayed. You just choose not to.
Right. I chose not to.
Okay, anywho, I'll stop you. I'll stop busting your chops. I really don't care. I'm really just busting your chops because I'm bored. I'm sorry.
We didn't have time because somebody had a bad reaction in my class.
Oh, damn. Way to make me feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
Are they alive? Please tell me they're at least alive.
Oh yeah, and they've been sprayed since. They wanted to redeem themselves, but it took a while to hose it off their face.
Tom was just like, "Fuck you. I'm not doing that." Yeah. Okay, I don't blame you. I haven't been pepper sprayed either, so I've had the opportunity.
Not yet.
She's sitting right next to me. I don't know how upset she'll be tomorrow.
It is the worst feeling in
What,
the
knowing
world.
that? Oh, I was about to say what? Knowing that you can't pepper spray
No,
me?
being pepper sprayed. Me and my cousin both have been pepper sprayed, and it is the worst feeling in the world.
Han, get off the table, dog. Hey, hold on, stop swirling around. You're squeaking. Anyhow, all right. So she got pepper spray. I got 2 new pedals. I got a fuzz. Both from Fuzz Amp. I got the Drat, which is a rat style pedal, and then I got the Shroot 2, which is like just all I can find out about it is like an amp in a box. So I'm guessing it's kind of like a Marshall circuit, because anytime I think amp in the box, that's kind of where I go.
Are there amp in the boxes that, and I already know the answer, that aren't Marshall?
Yes, there are.
Or Vox?
Yeah, I mean,
there are a few Fenders, but they're hard.
Wampler, they brought back the Tweed 57 and the Black 65. If I got those perfect, I'm gonna be proud of myself. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Hot dog. At least I need a high five. I'm right here. Come on, don't leave me hanging. All right, I don't think the kid. Anywho, that's new for me. I was pretty excited about that. I also got pepper spray, and then
picked up my Tom DeLonge.
Yes, the blue, that Daphne blue one.
So it took me a bit because I actually got that when I was traveling for work. I put money down on it because I thought they were going to be really hard to get. And the dealer that was able to get me, I got a really awesome local dealer. They got me at Adam Jones. They got me my Rick Beato.
Oh yeah. You always you always just have a good line on those.
That's where I got my my Silver Burst Stingray RS, the BFR one.
Yeah.
And they did me a solid and got that for me. But then, after the fact, I think you can still buy them. And I think they're still selling on Reverb used less than retail. But I don't care because this is one of those, I wanted it when they first came out and I couldn't afford it. And now I have one. And now I realize why I don't like Fenders a whole lot.
I do. I still want the Tom DeLonge Gibson.
I couldn't vibe with that. Hollow bodies for me are kind of weird.
You know what? It's one of those, I dig it, but I also dig the Strats. So, all right, question, what was the first song you played? Was it What's My Age Again or Damn It?
Bro Him.
What was it?
Bro Him from Pennywise.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why that popped in my head. I plugged the Quad Cortex in and did that and whatever. It was on one of the Mesa settings, so I went straight to Fletcher.
Yeah, like I totally would have probably done What's My Age Again.
Then I did Damn It.
Then you did Damn It. Okay, all right, yeah. Come on.
I had to warm up first.
Yeah, and then at somewhere did you sneak in some M&Ms?
No, I've never actually been able to play that right.
Really?
Never really tried either. No.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's listen, if Tom can play it, fuck.
Carousel is probably my
anytime I pick up a bass, I'm playing Carousel.
Yes. That's
All right. So we're gonna do.
They were so. I'm sorry. They were so good. Yeah, the bass lines were so good then, and then they dropped.
Let's list the bass lines that guitar players play on bass. What's my age? Or no. I'm sorry. So we said carousel. When I come around.
Yes, the correct way.
Schism.
Yes.
Sober.
Yes.
I'm listing the ones that I play.
Mud shovel.
Oh yeah. Longview.
Yes.
Let's see. The warmth is one that I play. I'm not sure, but
Remember the
do do do
top of my head.
Do do do
Okay.
do 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 do. Yeah. Money. Pink Floyd.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Crazy Train. No, I don't do that anymore. That was very early on. Under Pressure. Or Ice Ice Baby, however you want to play it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of them.
Another one that's stuck in my head, and
I always do Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That's one for me.
Yeah, that is not on my list.
Yeah. If they're good enough, Hysteria.
Actually looked at that or tried.
That is you know what? There's a lot. Like, I know everyone like is all over Matt Bellamy about Muse.
Everybody shits on Muse, but then you go and look at the show they put on and how good they are.
Yeah, the thing about Muse is they kind of got into the thing where they were prog at first, and then they started hitting mainstream, and all the girls started liking Muse, and it wasn't cool anymore.
It became a dude with his shirt off more so than music.
Right. Like,
we've already got Chili Peppers.
I mean, Madness is a fucking amazing song. It's one of my favorite songs by them. But it just, like, people got so sick of it.
Around the World, another bass line.
Around the World, that's...
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah. Higher Ground. Come on. There you go.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of a different one then.
What are you thinking of?
It's not Around the World. It's a Chili song. Not that one. It'll come.
That's
with the
All
worst
Around
time.
the World, isn't it? All Around the World.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not it then.
Yeah, no. Higher Ground is the Chili Peppers bass line.
It sounds like the intro to Bread. No, it's the one that kind of sounds. You know the Bread fan the song Metallica covers.
No.
Okay.
We are so okay.
We're so it's drifting, but it's awesome podcasting.
All right, this you know what? I don't care anymore. I give up because we've given you about like almost 20 minutes of solid craziness, and Elise is just killing it on Monopoly Go. Oh no, she's on Facebook.
I was reading an interesting article.
Oh, do you want to share with the group?
So this is that good? She's reading an interesting article?
Yes. All right. So that's, yeah. All right. Anyways, so I'll just show her pictures. All right. Let's go with some gear news. So Epiphone has the Jared James Nichols Blues Power in Pelham Blue. Elise, what would you say about this guitar just looking at it?
You already have one.
Not like this, though.
Doesn't have that one. Doesn't have split diamond headstock.
This is a Pelham Blue. It's the same color. That is correct.
I was ready to say, let's go find the one. I don't know what you did with it.
That's my Chips and Dave Grohl guitar.
Okay. The one that's supposed to marry us? Okay.
Yeah, Dave Grohl's supposed to marry us. Anyways, so this is it's the same color, but it's a different body altogether. This only has one pickup. It's a single P90. There's no pickup selector because you've only got one. It's got a volume and a tone control. Oh, it also, I love the fact that it stops the block inlays past the 15th fret. That's pretty cool.
Weird. I don't know.
Cool. I dig it.
Different on it. I can't get over how much better the Epiphones look with the Gibson headstock on them.
Yeah,
I think that was we talked about it a little bit last week. I think that was the missing ticket.
For sure.
There's a lot of Epiphones that are like creeping up into the $1,500 that I think, based on today's market pricing I think they're well worth it. I think they're really putting something out there. But if they would have used that garbage headstock from a couple years, that they had forever, I don't think it would be worth it with the good Gibson headstock, because it's everybody wants. Yeah, they want that. It already says Epiphone.
I wouldn't go as good as saying good Gibson headstock with the design flaws and the fact that no one will let them fix it. When they
mine have. All my Les Pauls have volutes, so...
Okay, good. So, those guitars are known, at least, for snapping the headstock. They like to fall and just crack. It's because there's just a very fine section where there's very little wood. And there's a lot of tension that can go right there. So, yeah. Let's see, how much is this guitar? It's probably about $1,500, you think?
It was less for some reason.
I don't know.
It's a Seymour Duncan P90 also.
Let's see. I don't see a price. It's 1,099 euros at Thomann.
Yeah, so it's probably $1,100-$1,200.
That's not horrible for a signature. And it's palatable. It's I like it. I dig it.
It's got the was it the 5-layer black and white binding on the body? That is
it looks great.
That, and with that, I'm still mixed on the P90s, but the
but the thing is you can get a humbucker dog.
But it comes with a different Seymour Duncan, so it's probably a little better, because like my Beato has the Gibson P90s and they're okay. They leave a little bit desired.
It's a silent.
Probably fixes that.
The JJN P90 silencer. So it is his signature pickup. I dig it. I want it. Can I has it?
No.
No. Okay. Boss says no. Not happening this week, everyone. All right. Let's move on to the next thing. This is what I was going to talk about, because I know you're going to love this. So, Acclaim Guitars has the Mocker, which is a Beatles fuzz. They also had the Dr. Robert a while back, which is phenomenal. I actually just watched Across the Universe with Elise, and she loved it. And Tom hates the Beatles.
I hate Beatles bands.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair. That is absolutely
I'll give you
fair.
that. But I'm not one of those. Like, I get when people don't like the Beatles. I think when people say that the Beatles aren't influential, that's just being ignorant. And
they're 100% influential.
Yeah, like to minimize the fact that Beatles changed the trajectory of music, is ridiculous. That's just putting your head in the ground and pretending that it didn't happen.
Minimize, no. But there are so many people out there that have the attitude that they were the only ones. And I know somebody brought up in another group that it's like, cool to hate on the Beatles or whatever. And no, it's not really. I don't think it's that.
It's no. It is totally edgy. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people who do it to be edgy. Like, the people who are like, the Beatles sucked, I'm like, no, because there is a Beatles song. There is a song in the Beatles catalog that there's one song that a person will like. Like, their range, their sonic range varied so much. They went from being this like bubblegum pop to this hippie psychedelic to this almost starting like the whole grungy like Helter Skelter, what Helter Skelter did for rock and roll music. Even though they were taking and they were influenced by other people, yes, but what they did with that influence changed so much. And they just had so much. There's no way that you can go through every song and say that you hate every single one of their songs and all of them suck.
Well, when you look at the breadth of the catalogs of all the individual artists in the Beatles, you might be able to maybe there's somebody out there that can somehow miraculously say there's not a single Beatles song they like. Surely there's something that one of them did that they're unaware of that they like.
Yeah.
just
And-
they got so much stuff out.
And someone was talking about that they were a mix, like a mishmash of all these people, and they were just like put together. Well, yeah, there was a lot of marketing that it was involved with the Beatles, but the whole thing was they still made that music, a lot of it. I know there was a lot of songs that were covers early on as well, because that was just what artists did back then, though. Like, there was so many songs that the same exact song would have 20 artists doing it within a 3-year spread. Like, that's just what they did back then. Anyway.
Yes, and I know. I want to say, I think it was Emily from Get Offset had a good episode where she talked about a lot of this stuff with the African American artists in the 40s and 50s. You know, all their stuff was covered 3 and 4 times before it finally picked up.
Right. So
no, my thing there is as cliche and edgy or whatever it is to hate on the Beatles. I think all these people out there, I never would have touched the guitar if it weren't for the Beatles. And it's like, well, you were born in 1990 1990 or 2000 now.
Okay,
how old I am.
The first song I learned how to play on guitar was Day Tripper. Beatles are the reason I picked up guitar. I mean, well, Beatles are there was 2 times whenever I kind of started playing guitar. There was one when I was younger, and then whenever I was 16 and actually like put it forth the effort. But even then, when I was 16, I got a Les Paul, an Epiphone Les Paul Special 2, and a Beatles songbook. So, and I was born in 1988, sir.
That far behind.
I'm not that far behind, no. Anyways,
so if we haven't lost all the listeners,
yeah. So, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought up the Beatles. Anyways, this pedal looks really cool. They also have the Dr. Robert, which is pretty awesome. This pedal is $312.52, which is very expensive for a fuzz pedal, but it is limited to 200 of them, and it is also very cool. So
how does this is based on the Vox UL 730? How does that sound compare? I know it's gonna be different than their direct to console kind of sound,
right?
That like the crayon and the color box and stuff like that got. But how different is this?
I could not tell you. Yeah,
okay. This is where we need Phil Carter.
Do you listen to the podcast? I feel like you just set me up. Like, you should know I wouldn't know the difference. Like, come on. Scott took the week off. Scott's the technical
I was trying to have good discussion going, and I forgot who I was discussing this with.
There you go. Let's remember. Elise is just there. Elise, I don't know technical shit about guitar, so I'm one of those, you put it in front of me and I can play with it and I can make it sound cool, but I don't know what I'm doing.
You would be not necessarily color commentary, closer to color than not.
Yeah. Color commentary, 100%.
It's got to be your new intro.
It's just,
Scott can be the analyst. You can be color.
I'm color commentary. CC.
Phil Carter can be the blues expert that gets called in now and again.
Oh my gosh, it's kind of like on fucking Pawn Stars. He's the beard of knowledge.
That's it. I was going with the NFL direction where like they call in the referee guy to discuss the call.
No, 100%. Scott is Rick. I'm Chumley. Phil is the beard of knowledge. I feel like
who's the old man?
That would be me.
That's kind of awkward now. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, Tom. Who are you then? You're the
no.
We're gonna have to,
some random shopper that's hanging out in the store too much.
Steve Carell, whenever he comes in and acts like it's really funny, like no one's gonna recognize him, and Rick has to pretend. Oh, we should have done that. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Tom, where did you come from? Oh, I was just swinging on by.
I was just clicking around on the internet.
No, click. It's my favorite Boomhauer line of all time.
Anyhow.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Was it Boomhauer? Who? No, it was Dale.
Oh, sorry, it was Dale.
It was Dale.
Oh, well, Scott can edit that out.
Yeah. No, that would require work. Scott pretty much can copy and paste the edit and cleanup process on this. All right. Anyways, so Scott's gonna absolutely love that there's no order to this episode at all. Slash leaves Marshall amplification, or does he?
So here is something. I bet you Elise, assuming she's not as into this stuff as you are, based on everything else you said, she probably associates Slash with Les Paul and a Marshall. To give an idea on how significant this initial
hold on.
rumor was.
Sweetheart, do you know who that man is right there?
Nope.
No. Okay, there you go. She has no.
That's a bad picture of Slash.
Well, I'm gonna take my education.
Guns N' Roses.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Child of Mine. That guy.
Oh, okay.
Usually he's wearing a top hat.
I was gonna say, honey, you're gonna have to give me songs. I don't do names.
Yeah. Anyways, but he's known for the biggest thing is November Rain, stuff like him playing the guitar, the Les Paul guitar, in the Marshall half stack out in the desert and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the thing, and so the fact that they were just talking about apparently he's got a Magnatone amp. Signature amp, I believe.
Yeah, so he played somewhere. I'd already read it. He had played a 50-watt version and loved it somewhere on some recording, and they're going to do a 100-watt version for him, but he's still tied with Marshall. Yeah, so and he had to really. The significance of this, he had to come back. I mean, there's on the link you shared. There's the update. He had to come back and to clear up any misconceptions that may arise. Although Magnatone and I have been working together to create a new amp, I still maintain my long relationship with Marshall and look forward to continued collaboration with their incredible team. So pretty much, this is the same thing, Elise, as he's been married for 35 years, and he was seen out to eat with another woman, and he had to say, no, we're just friends. My wife knows about her. It's okay. Dale Earnhardt driving a Ford. Pretty much.
The betrayal.
Yeah. Now she gets it. There you go. I was just trying to figure out the best way to describe it, and I think that worked pretty well. Anyhow, so that was pretty interesting. That was a really quick speaking of really quick, Taylor launches the Beacon, a clip-on Swiss Army knife guitar accessory with a tuner, metronome, and even a flashlight. Playing with a clip-on tuner on your guitar couldn't get any dumber. Taylor finds a way. I don't I get it, kind of, but this is fucking really late. Clip-on tuners are not the thing anymore. This is literally 3 years too late. If this would have came out 3 years ago, it would have made a bigger impact. How many Taylor guitars come with built-in tuners? Not a lot, remember? Because a lot of them have just the three little black knob things. Okay. Who am I thinking of then that has... Takamine have it on everything. Okay. Martins don't really. They have it on some of them. I really feel like the built-in tuner for acoustic electrics isn't as popular anymore. But I feel like that's also a lot of acoustic players have started doing pedal boards. So, or clip-on tuners. Now, I get it. This is a way to make a clip-on tuner cost more money. How much is it? $50? I don't. I feel like 50 is on the high end. If you click on it, you're going to get ads for it for a fucking month. 49 squiggly things. Oh yeah. 45 of the pound, 45 pounds, or 45 pounds, 49 squigglies, so probably $50. 40 to $50. This would have been great in 2003, whenever every cell phone didn't have a flashlight on it. I know, that's right. My flashlight has a flashlight on it. Oh, Han, get off the table. My dog will not stay off the... Get down. Ooh. Han, come here. All right, whatever. So I just found out all the dog barking that we had going on earlier wasn't even your dogs. It was one of my, but the other two were already in bed, so he was just flipping over nothing. Oh, okay. He just had to be extra. He was being extra. He's a highly energetic 10-year-old Boston Terrier. Well, my dog is 9 months old, and he's a pain in the ass. All right. Speaking of pain in the ass, the Edge is done with pain in the ass rigs. So with this whole Las Vegas Sphere show, he's actually using the UA effects pedals. He's actually running direct. So Elise, this is very important because this man has been known to travel. Like anytime he records a song, if he uses something new, that now goes on tour with him forever.
Carries a refrigerator, basically.
Yeah, like literally, like he has a semi truck almost dedicated to simply his guitar shit. Han,
And it's all delay.
that our dog just. Oh, don't kill the dog. Hold on 1 second. I'll hold. All right. Anywho, we'll keep talking about this.
Yeah. So this is definitely one. It speaks to how good things are getting.
Yeah.
But like, I'm still depressed.
I don't care. I think it's awesome for him.
We still have Gilmore. If Gilmore switches to digital, that's it.
I'm surprised he didn't switch to digital when he sold all his crap. Maybe he sold a bunch of amps.
Sold a few things.
He sold quite a bit of stuff. He sold Blackie, didn't he?
Yeah, but he bought a Silver Sky. He didn't need Blackie anymore. He bought Superior Strat.
Oh my gosh. I do. Oh, actually, Elise I almost got her to agree to one of the SEs that are on sale till the end of the year.
They're actually a really good sale.
It's like they're like $660 now.
Is that the John Mayer?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I want to do
the purple one.
The purple one, yeah.
Oh, the purple one's like the prettiest one though out of all of them.
Yeah, I like the purple one.
Okay.
So
that is almost a good transition to Black Friday. The PRS SE stuff, the DGT is really nice.
yeah.
I had and I still really like it's above an SE. Their semi-hollow one. No, it's not a CE. It's whatever their semi-hollow special $1,500 one is.
Okay.
Which is, for what it is a really nice guitar.
Yeah, they do some killer stuff in that price range. I mean, the PRS just makes amazing stuff. Anyways, the Edge moved all that stuff, and some people are upset, and some people don't care. I don't fucking care. I say good for him. You know, good for his roadies. Like they're could you imagine that meeting? I bet you someone cried. like Ted's in the back corner, fucking ball in his eye. Though he's just so happy.
Dallas Shoes replaced by AI.
What? Wait, what did you just say?
Dallas Shoes is guitar tech.
Oh, okay. Replaced by AI. All right. Anyways. These are all and it's funny because this is all stuff that Tom added to the list because he thought I missed it. Gibson.
It was a blurb of letters.
Yeah, I just put a bunch of shit in there. Gibson refreshes the SG with 6 bold new finishes as Angus Young's favorite double cut joins the custom color range. I love how they just have to tie Angus Young in there for fucking randomness. Like Angus Young fucking loves this body style.
Well, it's Gibson, so who are they got to drag up? Slash, Angus?
Yeah, that's true. They're getting
Slash again.
Like Gibson's really becoming the people who are just name dropping constantly. They're like, "Do you? Oh wait. Do you remember that one
Somehow
time?
Bonamassa's not mentioned here.
Yeah, they're like Joe Bonamassa once walked by one of these. But yeah, okay, so they've got 6 new colors. So they've got where is it? We've got a classic white, TV yellow, silver mist, translucent teal, Pelham blue burst, and cardinal.
The Pelham blue burst is amazing.
I didn't see that one just yet.
Oh, you're gonna fall in love.
Ooh.
It is.
Oh.
So there was one of the Gibson mod shops, Pelham Blueburst Les Paul Customs, that Trogley bought. I was so upset I missed it because it's like a one of my Adam Jones, but Pelham Blue. It was just so perfect.
Oh, she likes the red. She likes the what is that one called? The Cardinal Red Burst. It's cute. There ain't no Pelham Blue Burst. Oh, golly! I'd go to Oh, I'd go to
Got the
prison
good
for that.
headstock.
It's got the
Oh, never mind. It's not an Epiphone.
It's got the good headstock.
I might as well just go ahead and ask the question. How much are these going
That's
for?
probably going to be about $3,500.
$17.99.
$17.99. That's it.
Oh, no. We can discuss
Oh,
this.
wait, hold on. The standard there's the standard and the standard 61. Slim taper neck profile. Oh, I might have to do the 61.
61 looks really nice.
I mean, they look pretty much the same.
That Silver Mist. I'm not a huge fan of SGs, but Silver Mist looks pretty nice too.
Yeah.
Now I see the red. That's a really good classic color that they have not. I don't believe they've done in a long time. One of my first bands, guitarist had. His dad gave it to him. It was a vintage one. That was that red burst. And we all thought it was dumb and kind of made fun of him for it. And now it's $1,000 guitar.
I don't need another SG. But golly.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
You imagine how that color would look on an Explorer?
Ooh, I need an Explorer. I really do. If I get, I want one like the Edge though.
Yes, what I would really love to see, and I know he didn't play anything that was a cool color. I'd love to see Gibson do When Dave Grohl Was Cool,
the black
Signature Explorer.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, there's not a whole lot really to make that signature, but
That had a white pickguard on it, didn't it?
Yep.
I was trying to see if I remembered it correctly. It was black with a white pickguard.
Yeah, that was when they were just kind of coming up, and
Could you imagine? Listen. Imagine if. Oh, just imagine. Explorer, and it has the same inlays as the CG335. Oh yeah, yes sir.
So there have been a couple Explorers that have those inlays, and they're absolutely amazing.
What are they called? The split trapezoid, something like that.
Split diamond or something like that.
Because that's
my God.
isn't that the headstock inlays, the split diamond? Is that the same with the?
I think they have split diamond inlays. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
They do have split diamond inlays. Let me make sure that they're what I'm thinking they are.
Yeah.
No, that's on the headstock. Okay.
But could you imagine that? Imagine if they did a Pelham Blue, Pelham
All I can imagine
Explorer,
right now.
a Pelham Blue Explorer with the same
Pelham Blue Burst.
Pelham. I mean, you can do the burst, yeah, because that would kind of mix.
There are Pelham Blue Explorers out there. I think I'm following one on Reverb. That's a little too much of that color.
Could you? Do you think Doug Cower would ever do a Pelham Blue Explorer and could do the inlays like that?
So tying into one of the things we talked about in the chat today, I'm really finicky on Explorers.
Because you want it to be Gibson specs.
I want the body to be Gibson spec. I can take a different headstock. I like the hockey stick banana or whatever.
Yeah, I like I do love the hockey stick.
I don't like the Lizzie Hale Explorer bird. I really don't like that headstock. I think it just her thoughts were that it balance things out, and it kind of does. But I don't know that if it was a V, maybe, but the V's relatively balanced. I think the Explorer body itself, it's wide, but it is relatively balanced. You don't need all the extra stuff on top.
I agree. All right. Do you know how to set me up for this next thing?
This week in Harley Benton.
Harley Benton. Elise just rolled her eyes at me. I have to. It's the rule. It's the little thing I came up with, and I've done it every time.
Oh, well, I'm proud of you. Sorry,
you.
I'm getting glued on these Dolly Parton articles.
Okay, have fun over there.
Speaking of Dolly Parton, have you heard her cover or like her duet with Miley Cyrus on Wrecking Ball?
Yes,
it is good.
Dude, Dolly
Yes.
can listen. I don't think you understand. We live in Dolly country. Like literally, Dollywood is less than an hour away.
I'm just more excited for her new album that's coming.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So pretty much everything around us is Dolly Parton.
I'm just
that's
excited
about
because
it,
I
yeah.
want to know who she's going to bring out on the album for the rock
They've
and roll
already
album.
like listed all that, I think.
Oh, it's a rock and roll album?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I remember this now. Is her nomination or whatever she's doing? Is that the reason?
Yep.
Yep. So in the beginning, the reason that this album even came about was when she got was it induction for the Hall of Fame of Rock and Roll.
Yeah. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. That did not come out right. Anyways, she turned it down in the beginning because she didn't feel that it was fair for her to take that position when there's people that's been out here in this world spending their whole life dedicated to this genre of music. So she is releasing this album now.
Yeah, because originally she didn't want it, but then she accepted it, under the thing that she was going to put out a rock and roll album. So.
Oh, there's a track listing.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Go ahead and do it. I love lists. Yeah.
So she's doing Rockstar with Richie Sambora, World on Fire, Every Breath You Take with Sting,
Ooh.
Open Arms with Steve Perry. It gets better. Magic Man with Ann Wilson and Nancy Wilson.
Nice.
And Howard Lees. I think that's how you say it. I don't know who he is. Or I probably do. I just now. Long as I Can See the Light with John Fogerty.
Oh, yes.
Either Or with Kid Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I Want You Back with Steven Tyler and Warren Haynes.
Ooh, nice.
What has rock and roll ever done for you with Stevie Nicks?
Oh.
Purple Rain. Oh, Baby, I Love Your Way.
With Peter Frampton?
With Peter Frampton.
Yes.
It's only 4 minutes and 58 seconds. But
No. The song you're thinking of is Do You Feel Like I Do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I Hate Myself for Loving You featuring Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Is Dave Grohl not on there? Because she's touched.
There's still this list keeps going. Hold on.
Okay, keep going.
Night Moves.
Ooh, Bob Seger?
No, featuring Chris Stapleton.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Uh-huh.
All right, I can do Chris Stapleton doing Bob Seger.
So I'm going to pause this list at number 13 for a second. My journey into country is taking a bit. So for some of the work we do training. We'll go to a location where they'll build a mock-up of the area we're going to be in the plant, and we'll train. And oftentimes people a giant speaker and play music, and one of the guys that does that is super into country. Like his desktop wallpaper is John Denver. Now I don't know where he sits as actually being country, but he's a John Denver fan.
Sunshine on my fucking shoulders, John Denver.
That's all I can think. That's all I can think of every time I see it. But I said, so we're driving around, and I said, I fucking hate country, and he's like, no, you hate bad country, and he started playing a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is really good. And Chris Stapleton was on the list of stuff that he had me listen to that is now in my regular rotation. So that'll be really good, because I think that's a song. I mean, they're not the same, but that'll be really good. And ironic enough, this kid's obsessed with Bob Seger. Him and his now wife will do karaoke, and they always do Bob Seger songs.
Working on
I mean, Chris Stapleton has dipped into the rock and roll a lot. Like, he's actually released there was a couple of songs that he put on an album back in 2020, I believe, or it was 2021, but they were really, really good. And that was the first time he introduced into that genre of music.
Yeah, so he's really good, and it was him and a couple other. There's Whiskey Myers, Co Wetzel is kind of a little different, but they're kind of rocky. There's somebody who's a huge fan of country music that's like rolling their eyes right now if they've decided to stick onto this episode. But Red Dirt Rock is kind of a genre name that's popped up, and a lot of that stuff is really good, and it kind of makes sense as like it's all something kind of new for me, and it's amazing to see like how close everything was to stuff I already liked, and I've kind of shut myself off from so much good music for so long.
How do you feel about people on welfare eating oatmeal cream pies?
You better leave them oatmeal cream pies alone.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
I don't get that reference at all.
Let's talk about butter sausage and what it does.
Oh my god.
I kiss it
So
on
the problem
lips.
is, he is so out there.
I believe
For a minute,
it.
I didn't think it was AI either.
Listen. It took me weeks. I'm talking about weeks because I was just like, well, there's Gary Busey just out here, Gary Busey in it, just living his Gary Busey life.
It wasn't until there was a Gary Busey response.
Right.
Gary Busey's response to the AI buttered sausage. I'm like, wait, that wasn't him?
He was so coherent in his response, it made me feel bad. I was like, oh, he's actually not doing horrible. I was like, well, shit. But no. What? I forgot the reference I did make before the buttered sausage, but
Oatmeal cream pie.
oatmeal cream pie. No, that was the guy from who recorded the video out in the woods with his Android phone, and the Richmond, north of Richmond.
Oh God!
Listen, that guy I'm talking about. You would have thought that like he was the next Messiah be around here. Like people were just like, this guy was just, hey, he's so amazing, and like this whole bullshit with the Cotton Eye Joe bar where he was doing the show and canceled the show. That's local to us. That's literally like 10 minutes from our apartment. Huh?
Who are you talking about?
The red haired
Richard Oliver.
Yeah, Richard Oliver. The red haired guy who did.
Wait, I hope that's correct, and I hope that's not the one of the hosts.
No, that's John Oliver. That's the Daily.
No, I was gonna say Chasing Tone.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyways. All right. So Harley Benton, because we're totally distracted.
We got to finish this list.
Oh yeah, let's go through the list. We were on 13.
Number 14, Wrecking Ball with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
I Can't Get No Satisfaction featuring Pink and Brandy Carlisle.
Okay.
Keep on Loving You featuring Kevin Cronin.
Okay.
Is the singer from REO Speedwagon.
Oh.
Heart of Glass featuring Debbie Harry.
Okay.
Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me featuring Elton John.
Ooh.
Tried to Rock and Roll Me featuring Melissa Etheridge.
Okay.
Now here is Stairway to Heaven featuring Lizzo. Is this Lizzo trying to get some redemption?
Oh.
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
Maybe it'll be a surprise though. Like, you know how you always have that artist that comes out from the dark and they sing like the most unexpected song, and you're like, you know, okay, I can handle this now. Like, you're worth listening to now.
It's kind of.
Oh, she's got some. After hearing all the different Stairway covers and stuff like that, I think she could lend something good to it.
And
my favorite
Stairway with Ann and Nancy Wilson. That was.
Have you heard?
And Jason Bonham.
There's a Frank Zappa cover of Stairway that you got to listen to. Patron, you'll see it in the group chat.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Frank Zappa, like Inca Roads. Frank Zappa.
Yes. Will's dad.
Yeah.
Frank Zappa. We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You is number 21.
Ooh.
Bygones, featuring Rob Halford with special guest Nikki Sixx and John 5. My Blue Tears featuring Simon Le Bon. Ooh, What's Up featuring Linda Perry.
Oh yeah, the Linda Perry thing was pretty big in the news.
You're No Good featuring Emmylou Harris and Sheryl Crow.
You're no good,
Oh, wow.
you're no good.
Heartbreaker featuring Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo.
Ooh.
Bittersweet featuring Michael McDonald. Now all I can think of is 40-year-old version, I think. I Dreamed About Elvis featuring Ronnie McDowell with special guests the Jordanaires. Let It Be. Now I'm reading this. It says featuring Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. Special guest Peter Frampton and Mick Fleetwood.
Oh wow.
Freebird featuring Leonard Skinner, Artemis Pyle, Alan Collins, Ronnie Van Zant Band. But like with all those people, I don't know who's actually left to be there.
I'm about to say, no one from the original. I don't think anyone really from the original Leonard Skinner is in Leonard Skinner anymore. I think it's all relatives and hired guns and shit.
Yeah, there's Ricky Medlock. I would say he counts. Was in there for a bit, but like at some point in time they gotta hang it up.
Yeah. Well, it might be one of those things. Didn't Gene Simmons say Kiss would never die because they would just keep replacing the members, even though they're doing their farewell tour again?
They're doing. Oh no, you gotta see them before they never tour.
The
again.
final show for Final. I don't think Gene Simmons owns a fucking dictionary. Is the problem? That man is something else. You know what? Have you ever seen that man talk about America?
No.
He fucking cries, dude. Like, he loves America that much. It like
Well, they keep showing up to his shows.
well, no, I mean, but I'm talking about like, so because he was born, like his mom went through like Holocaust and all that, and like he wasn't born in America. They moved from I believe it was Israel, and so like it's crazy. Just he talks about how much he loves America and how it's the land of dreams and opportunity. And if you like America, like I'm somewhat patriotic. Like I kind of like I'm one of those like I love America, but like I ain't gonna sit there and like blindly follow America kind of thing.
I am, but I recognize the cringe that can be associated with that sometimes.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like honestly, here's the deal though. I don't feel like anyone's life is worth the claim of land to some extent. So anywho, I'm a liberal wiener.
I know you're looking at me like waiting for me to get on this conversation. I am not getting on this bandwagon. Listen, you can ask Jonathan.
That sounds like somebody with an opinion.
Well, there is two conversations. So when Jonathan and I first got together,
we don't talk about.
I was upfront and honest. And said there's two conversations I will never have with you in public or at home, and that is about religion or politics.
We don't have disagreements about stuff. We will touch on things, but if we disagree on something, we don't go into it too much. So we respectfully decide not to discuss it.
Like, I respect other people's opinions about things. Like, okay, if you want to be overly happy about certain things in life, okay, then that's fine. I respect that.
Harley Benton, Silverburst guitars.
But,
yeah.
like, don't push it on me. That's my thing.
There's a lot of room in the world for everybody to do whatever they want.
Exactly.
And not bother me.
Exactly.
Listen, sometimes things are like your private parts. Just keep them to yourself and everyone will be happy.
This is going south really quickly.
Never mind. I'm about to say, I plead the fifth. Hold up.
All right. Anyways. All right. So Harley Benton expands its BZ1000 to NT series with a pair of sub 500-pound extended range bass guitars. And that is talking about price, not weight. Elise,
Look really nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These are crazy.
I had to push my glasses up a little further on my face to be able to see.
5-string and 6-string.
So the thing about these, and what I think Harley Benton is really nailing right now in those, is the headstock. They don't have an ugly headstock on this thing.
No, it looks beautiful. I'm really surprised it doesn't have fan frets. Like, I feel like fan frets would just have brought it to the like prog.
So I'm looking at the.
Do they have one with fan frets?
I'm looking at the image 1 of 2.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard. Okay, that was just the way the image was sitting.
Yeah, it's not.
They're not there yet, but I'm sure they're gonna go after the Dingwall crowd. They may already have.
I want one of these so bad. I need a good bass. I've got this old Electra bass, and I want a new modern bass. Honestly, the Ibanez, the sound gears are pretty solid for the price.
In my band, it was high school and college. I had a P bass, and our backup was one of the middle of the road Ibanez's that our singer got Christmas that we'd take along, and even then it was really solid. Ibanez has always done basses pretty well.
Yeah. All right, we gotta move because it's been an hour.
People are getting their money's worth.
All right. Is the hologram electronics chroma console and effects suite for people who don't like multi effects pedals? I haven't even really paid attention to this much. It's really cool. It's got a bunch of different things. It's pretty. It looks like an old like '90s toy.
Well, the Chroma console. It looks like the like an old TV.
Yeah.
You got like kind of console TV-ish with the knobs and stuff like that. I'm kind of a sucker. I don't have any of them. I really like them, like the TC fly rigs. There are a couple because I'm a sucker for David Gilmour stuff. There are a couple different ones with delay modulation and big, you know, with him in mind. And I mean, Keeley has some other things.
Oh, the dark side.
Yeah, like but the several effects in one box thing.
Yeah. I can't do that because I don't.
I want too much other stuff. Like I can't do the Keeley dark side because I want my modulation to be a little different. His delay is fine. I want my big muff to be very specific, and I can't get what I want out of the dark side. I like the idea of it. I love the idea of the all the different fly rig, and a lot of the fly rigs sound really good. And especially for bass, the Geddy Lee one is really nice. The Steve Harris is really awesome too. Something like this from Hologram. Everything you make is awesome. It's not all for me. I'd be curious to see some reviews on this one.
It's $400.
But it's stereo.
Oh God. Oh, it's stereo and MIDI. MIDI and stereo. It's 80. Yeah, that's $400. It's worth it. Okay.
It makes you feel better about spending the money, even though you're never going to use it in stereo or use the MIDI.
Fucking A right. That's the truth. I'm going to leave this one open with this SG and the Pelham Blue Burst so she can see it some more.
I already told you we'll discuss it after the podcast.
Christmas is coming. All right, and then there's...
You're going to have a blue Christmas this year?
Have a blue. Ooh. All right, so there's the a modded version of Mayer's Signature X, the Dead spec Silver Sky. So this is specs for the Dead & Co. stuff.
I'm here for...
Yeah. You know what? Here's my thing. I still don't fucking get John Mayer with Dead & Co. Like, it just like with... I also don't get the Grateful Dead, so therefore... So that's where I'm at. That's the thing.
We're going to have words.
No. Here's the thing.
I don't get Fish. I've named my business after a Grateful Dead song, and I don't get arguably a Grateful Dead.
What's the name of your business again?
Dark Star Gear.
Okay. Anyways, so here's the thing. The Grateful Dead. I don't, it's not my thing. I can't pay attention for long enough. I don't think I've done drugs that are hard enough to get that understanding. I don't know. It's the same with Fish. Like, the jam band thing. Like, Dave Matthews is as close to jam band as I get. Because even then, a lot of their stuff got pretty poppy and got out of the jam band thing.
Yeah, I don't get Dave Matthews people.
I'm not a Dave Matthews people. I am a person.
I wasn't accusing you there, but I was gonna go. I'm, Dream Theater and Tool. So
yeah,
I've got my own sins.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, we got to talk about the fucking Tool concert. Holy shit! Listen. So that was the first Tool concert I've ever been to. I enjoy Tool. I'm not a Tool obsessed fan. I thoroughly enjoy Tool, but I don't get deep into it. You know what I mean?
You don't have $30,000 of guitar gear dedicated to sound like Adam Jones?
I would if I could. Don't get me wrong. But that is simply due to status. So, but the whole thing is, but it's one of those things. Like, a lot of the songs I'd never heard before, but I thoroughly just was able to just immerse myself and enjoy it. And it really was one of the most artistic shows I've ever been to, rivaling that of Godspeed You Black Emperor and Nine Inch Nails, who both put on very artistic shows, including especially with the visuals.
I've not seen either of those. I've seen Tool probably 7 or 8 times now, and the most recent tour, with all the laser stuff they do, has been great. they have the like the dangling strings around the stage that came up eventually?
No.
Okay, so it was just straight them on a stage.
It was them on the stage, and then the screens behind were fucking phenomenal. I mean, I'm talking about so vividly fucking clear. And they did do quite a bit with lasers and lights. It was, yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to think. As far as big stage go, Iron Maiden, Roger Waters, when he first did the Wall tour in 2009.
Okay.
I went to that one. There's another one sticking out somewhere. I did Hive open air techno thingy, whatever.
I did Rush.
Switzerland.
Rush did Clockwork Angels tour. That was phenomenal. But there was definitely something about the Tool show that, like, especially the quality of, like, the way it was all it all went together. Now
nothing is out of place. It was all fitting. It wasn't excessive. It was just right.
It was extremely calculated in a pleasant way. It didn't feel stiff, but it felt so well planned, which granted, with just how that's easy nowadays, you know what I mean? Easier than, but still just the thought that went into it. And the fact that I got to yell, "Oh my gosh, that's a vagina!" because there was a lot of imagery, at least, that was made to look like female genitalia, because that is artistic.
So would you who opened for them?
Steel Jelly Bean or something like that. I don't know. I was in the merch line during all this.
Okay.
And that guy, I don't know, not my cup of tea from what I heard. And he spent like a minute tuning on stage in the middle of a song.
To hear any of Adam's tech mess with the stage volume?
No.
Or anything? Okay. Adam's live sound is unbelievable. So the few times I've seen them like front row or right by or really close to where you could like feel it hit, it is unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it sounded phenomenal. Maynard's vocals were solid. And it was definitely just one of the most amazing shows I've been to. Bush put on one hell of a show.
I saw Bush. They're actually coming in a couple weeks. But yeah, Bush was kind of surprised. I saw them maybe 18 or 19, and it was an outdoor show where Gavin walked around in a crowd and like literally walked in front of me.
Oh yeah, that's what he did at our show too. He walked. Yeah.
But no, I was surprised how good of a show that was going to be. I mean, I always liked them. I never wrote them off. I just never pegged them for amazing live show kind of band.
I didn't expect Gavin's vocals to be as good as they were. I expected his vocals to be one of those people that you saw live and the vocals were lacking. There's been a few, I mean, it's kind of like, and this is, I feel horrible saying this, may he rest in peace. Chris Cornell was an artist that anytime I heard, I never saw him live personally. So I know there's a difference between watching a recording of a live event and actually being there and experiencing it. But I never felt that he had really strong live vocals. They always felt thin and wavering to me.
Never saw him. I've never actually really thought about that. Everything I've heard has always been produced. So
yeah, his vocals are, but the thing is because they get so high and they do get very thin. If you listen, a lot of his recorded vocals are doubled.
Okay.
And Audio Slave live in Cuba is a really good showing of that, because you got to remember that's at the end of or not at the end, but like the hiatus of Soundgarden. That's the beginning of Audio Slave. That's whenever he was like peak vocals. That's what, early 2000s, 2002 area, maybe earlier.
I want to say that maybe 99.
No, I don't think they were 90s. I don't think Audio Slave wasn't. That had to have been early. Maybe 2001.
From 2001.
Damn. Called it. And then
Chris Cornell was also a noted Silverburst player.
Formed in 2001. And their album dropped in 2002. So Yes. Anyways, all right, we got to get moving. Sorry. So this guitar, how much did we see? How much a price on this?
I did not see a price. It's limited to 1,000. So
okay.
Now with the way things have been, I'm curious to see how this is going to be as far as being able to get a hold of one.
Yeah.
Shipping November 23 to March 24. That one's interesting.
All right. And speaking of interesting, we're going to talk about this last thing and then we're going to wrap it up. Tom, were you the one that posted this in the chat?
64 Silverburst Trini Lopez.
Yes.
The Silverburst, of course, I posted it.
I thought so. Oh,
and it's got the different inlays. It's a hollow body it's a Gibson hollow body I could get by with.
It's got the split diamond inlays. I dig the only thing I don't like is I wish it was a hardtail.
Yes, but I'm not a fan of. I don't mind this one. I think it makes the body not look as massive as it really is.
Yeah.
Hardtails on those on the ES335s and whatever that body is. And it kind of makes the ass end look like a blob.
I don't agree. I think you're wrong. I like this, but I prefer a hardtail. But
I would maybe also take the pick guard off of this.
No. What are you doing? I like the pick guard. I don't know, Tom. We don't agree. Anyhow,
Then the other thing I posted somehow, there have been a bunch of John Petrucci Ibanez signatures popping up recently.
Oh yeah.
I still can't own one, but
why legal? Like legally, you're not allowed. John Petrucci has.
I'm not a good enough guitarist to own a Petrucci guitar and a Petrucci amp.
Come on, just do it and do the psycho exercises. Those are still my favorite videos of all time.
I'm not familiar with those.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm a terrible fan.
Dude, I'll have to show you that. All right. Well, this is a $9,200 guitar that I'm never going to own. And Tom's not going to own because he doesn't like it enough. But it does fit your...
That $95 shipping is throwing me.
Yeah, fuck you, Burbank. You could, I mean, come on, $9,200 a guitar, you can eat the fucking shipping. Like that pisses me off. Eat the fucking shit. I would call them and be like, eat the fucking shipping.
So since this is kind of gear related,
well,
and that's a thing that always...
make an offer. I should make an offer for $91.99 and do free shipping and just never pay for it and get banned and not care.
There were some different, schools of thought and marketing stuff as I look into some of that stuff and like really, myself releasing some new products and whatnot, free shipping versus paying for shipping and whatnot. And now granted, your scale is way off on here, 1% or so. But it does make it easy for people to go and haggle purely on price and kind of ignore the shipping, or to drop the shipping and have that be kind of that thing, like on make an offer kind of stuff. It's almost always it's knock off 5% kind of deal. So if they put the shipping on there, it gives them a chance to like, okay, well, how about free shipping? Somebody offers $9,000. Well, how about $9,200 and we'll knock out the shipping kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's some of that goes on there.
Oh. All right. Well, Tom, thank you for joining us. Elise, thank you for being a participant at the beginning. And
I've been well educated. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is, It's okay. She got distracted.
You got to go to the Patreon for all the good stuff.
Yeah, actually, listen. So that's a big thing. Thank you, Tom. If you want to hear the fun stuff, it actually was pretty much people talking shit in the pre-episode. Elise actually joined in on the shit talking, and it was a lot of fun. So if you go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop, you can join in and you can get access to the Patreon episode and get the episodes released early, unless we record them at 11:28 p.m. on a Tuesday, and we're supposed to release them on Wednesday. And I'm gonna send this to Scott, and he's gonna be fucking annoyed, and I'm sorry, and I'll make Tom tell him about it anyways. So thanks for joining us. Go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop if you'd like to join. Also, you can go to theeffectsloop.com. It's got links to our Patreon, our Facebook group, our YouTube, our email, our merchandise, all that fun stuff. And also big shout out once again to Electromotive Sound Co. for sponsoring this episode. Go to electromotivesound.com
and tell them to make a flanger.
Make a flanger. All right, guys. I'm about to fall asleep. So for the Effects Loop, I'm Diaz.
I'm Tom.
I'm Elise.
And we will, well, I'll see you guys in the next episode, most likely. I don't know about these other two. So bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, now we hit end our recording.
Dictionary, why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love, energize lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make why there's no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in community that remains savvy. Never after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated, every heart is one. Love again. So don't